Are you ready? Let's go. Well, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Yeah, I guess I got to unmute Rick.
Good morning.
Oh, Matt's been on for a couple minutes in the green room, and I haven't said, hi, Matt, how are you this fine?
Hi, Jim. How are you? I am not unwell, thank you.
That's good. That's good. I've been up since early and out here and playing around with KeyShot, which is the wonderful program for doing the renderings on stuff. And in a little bit, I've got a video on where I am on the funny car, and it looks a whole lot better in KeyShot than it actually does in the CAD program. But anyway, I think people are going to like it. Be happy.
Oh, cool.
The CAD program, everything's gray. In the CAD program, it's all the same color. It's gray. So It looks terrible. So he painted it up a little bit. Put a little bit of paint on it.
Put a little paint.
What kits we got? You got all the kits? You got all the kits loaded there, Jim?
Oh, I got a good number of them. Let me put some stuff up.
Let's fire through the kits real quick. What we got a bit going right now. We got, of course, the Traveler whiskey, the second batch that we had to make to get it out. That's coming up this month. Tony the Tiger.
Yep.
Small run of that. That's an add-on for our club, but it's out in the general public. But we didn't make very many of them. Didn't know how it would go. And then we got Richard Petty's 1974 Daytona winner.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's rounder in the front there. That's not a good picture.
Nobody's gonna know the difference.
It bugs me that it was the only picture we could buy that was legal. There's so many better ones with the round. Then we got SVGs. That came out already. That's available. We got some left of that. Not a lot, but it was a small run too. And got a few of those left.
I'm going to have to load some things from emails that I've sent because
and then we're out of Paddle's gone. Paddle Award, that's history. The whiskey cars, I think history. They'll go through them. We got to make a few more, and we do have some boxes of the 21 throwback Lotus one. That sold better than we planned, but luckily Marco bought a few extra decals, so we're going to be able to fulfill all the orders. But it's not you can't buy it on the site right now. I think we're going to put it back up when we see how many they can make. Let me pull when they get some more made. But yeah, so that'll come back up on the site. But and then we got what's the other one? We got the Daytona 5. There it is. That'll be back up coming soon. It's been out, but it's coming soon again. Then we got the Daytona 500 winner, of course. William Byron's car. You just have to spray it fluorescent orange and put the decals on. Clay did a great job with the decals on that. And then trying trying to think what else there was. I know one that I think there's only less than 10. There might be like 4 or 5 Dixons left. That's about it. And that will be sold out. Scott Dixon. Then we got
I can find any of that picture on here while I'm trying to.
And I'll tell you the other one that blew my mind, because it's the same kind of, basically the same car with one decal different, was Joseph. He's down to a few cases. We still have some cases of him, but I'd say less than 10. Yeah, I mean, they just disappeared after May. So it's going to be pretty cool. So we did our 2 throwback schemes this year, which is cool. I think every year we've done 2, right, Matt? This is probably my favorite 2 of all time. The Tony the Tiger and the Green Lotus one.
Yeah, this one I love, the Green Lotus.
Yeah. And if you're wondering, use the dark Tamiya. If you use Tamiya, use the dark British Racing Green or whatever they call it. And same with MCW. He has a light and a dark. Use the dark. That car came out a bit light whenever Chad injected it. You know, we picked the colors from this color ring. Me and Clay both have it. And we go, this one's right there. But then when they inject it, doesn't always come out the way you think. There's William. That car is a beautiful car. The confetti's really killing that thing. But but no, that's a good looking car. That was the best looking car at the race.
Look great under the lights.
Yeah, that with that, and all you have to do on that car is spray it with Tamiya fluorescent orange, and just throw the decals on. Good looking car.
You know, I got to apologize for some stupid reason. My email program does not want to open, and I could bring in some pictures of some of the new box art that we've got going, but I can't open my email program, so I don't know.
You can't bring it in unless it's approved. But anyways, yeah. So those are the basic. I know I'm leaving stuff out. That's not going to look right now. To see what else I'm leaving out. Don't forget, we're taking pre-orders on the Alex Pillow. That's going to be a cool one. In fact, that's what
I was going to try to load because I don't have it on here.
Yeah, we don't have approval on the box. Well, they supplied the photos.
Yeah.
Taking pre-orders on the Alex Pillow. We're taking pre-orders on the Hendrick double header cars, the IndyCar and the World 600 car. And still have a few of them 72 Petty Riverside cars. And Colton Herta, we have some of those. That's kind of the one Indy car. I'm seeing Dixon gone here. Let me see. Nope. One in stock, it says here.
You'd better hurry, folks.
There's one. If somebody wants a Dixon, we got one in stock. I think Marco has a buffer, though, of like 5 or 6. He stopped doing that because we screwed up so many times. So there's probably like 6 available, I would guess. 6 to 12 is my guess, because we've done that and then we didn't have the cars. Herta, we still have some, and Pillow and Larson, we haven't even. I think we just finished the box art and stuff on that. That's July, right? That's next month. So we're gonna have 2 Indy cars next month. Wow.
Yeah, those are going to look really good, and they should be going quick too.
Hey, here's a good reason why is NASCAR so big and great, right? Because guess what? Everybody abandoned us this weekend, and who do we have? We still have NASCAR at Michigan, right?
Yeah.
They're always there for you. They're always there for you. You know,
Hey, if you two will talk amongst yourselves, I'm going to slide back to the other desk and load some stuff on the thumb drive and have some of the pictures like the Larson and the Polo IndyCars and stuff like that I can put up.
Okay.
But anyways, that's one thing about NASCAR, man. They're always there for you. You know,
Yeah.
you get 36, 37, what's that, 39 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Count the twin 125s, count the Clash, I mean,
is it the longest? It's the longest sports season of any professional sport.
I think tennis is the only one that's longer. Tennis only has 4 weeks on it.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I'm watching tennis. You know, it's funny, Matt. I hate pretty much. I don't hate, but I don't watch any sports except for car racing. But the other two that I do watch is boxing because my dad liked it. You know, and of course grew up the Muhammad Ali years.
Oh, yeah.
So I do watch boxing, and I watch tennis. The
you watch tennis?
Just I watch the majors in tennis, and actually I got it on right now. But
no kidding.
Because of John McEnroe, you know, when I was a kid, John McEnroe, was just
he was fun to watch.
Rock and roll John. So yeah, but like basketball, football, baseball, I don't watch any of that stuff.
Yeah,
that's Chris.
Oh, that's
World Cup. That's well, I was looking for racing, and I guess it's some kind of World Cup or something's on. But if you go on all the Fox channels searching for the racing today, they're even showing the MotoGP's running, and the sprint race isn't till later today because some soccer. I don't know. There's some kind of soccer tournament going on. I think they're a big one. Not sure, but a lot of soccer on right now.
Yeah.
You know, and so they're going to delay. But then tomorrow morning, they're going to show the main race live on Fox Sports 1. Fox Sports 1.
Is it Fox Sports 1?
I think it's on Fox Sports 1 at maybe 10 o'clock our time. It's I don't know. I'll have to look again. But it's definitely on. The sprint race is cool because it's like 10 laps. And they give them like a minimal amount of points. Because their races are so short, I think that's cool. They added that sprint race, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of better than watching qualifying because they qualify that old way where like Formula One did, where all the practice laps count as qualifying. So it's not, you know, that looks good. Look at that. Who picked that picture out?
Who did that box art?
I didn't take it, but I picked it out. Nice job, lightening the background. It was the background was too dark.
That helped. Let's see. And here's the Polo.
Oh yeah.
And hey, go back. The guy that passed away, Jeff Gordon's guy that helped Kyle, he put that sticker on, and that sticker will be on the car.
Which sticker was that?
And just to let you know, if there's some kind of nicotine thing on there somewhere, and I have no idea. But if they make us black it out, it'll probably be on the decal sheet. Just to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it's at. I have no idea what they're talking about. And I don't think the people at Indy know. So last year it got through on Pato Award. So I don't even know what company it is. What? I don't even know. And I've got that weird one. Well, that throwback Larson they provided. That was very nice of Linda Estrada over at Hendrick.
It just seems weird to me that they would have the tobacco sponsorship or whatever sponsorship on the car.
It's not tobacco though. I think it's nicotine.
or the nicotine, but you can't do it on any product. That just it's just kind of dumb to me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I have.
I don't know. I don't think it's a law. I don't think it's a law. I just think some people let in, some don't.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got a question for you. I loaded up both the preliminary box art for the Kyle Busch bourbon car, and then I also loaded up just the image that we're going to use. If you want to show either one of those.
You can show the image. You can't show
Okay.
the box art.
Okay.
Yeah, Kyle, I can. That's one of my. I want to build that one, Matt. The bourbon car.
So that's the image that we're going to use for that box art.
Washed out. That's a little. It's going to make a great build down on the shelf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a
good looking
cool
car.
So
I like that.
Lots of cool stuff coming up, kids and pets.
That'll be an interesting one. The whole top of it is wood grain.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the barrel.
See those decals.
Yeah, I think Clay's already been working on them. It's going to be an awesome car. That's one of my favorite cars. I wish they ran it more often.
Yeah.
But I don't know what Rebel Bourbon is, but I sure do like their paint scheme, whoever came up with it.
Yeah, it is neat.
I like it better than the whiskey car, the Traveler's Whiskey.
Yeah. It sure does look mean on that Camaro. I love how low that car sits too.
That's Eric, that's going to it's probably, is that going to be an add-on or is that a kid of the month?
Oh, it's add-on. The only two kid of the months on the new cars are the Daytona winner and the championship.
Okay.
All the rest are old cars.
Yep.
We got planned out. And next Tuesday for the club members, we're going to announce what the July kit is. Or did we do? Yeah, July. Now that we started charging for the Richard Petty 74 Daytona 500 winner with the basketball front of the red, which is cool. I've been wanting to make that car for so many years. I just couldn't find a round pinstripe to put on there. You know?
Now you have it.
Yeah. Well, now
you had to make your own model kit company to do that. Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's what most of this is just stuff I wanted. Once in a while, we'll throw in something for you guys.
Yeah, well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Most of it is just junk I always wanted. It's like my Lotus. I got all the spun metal parts, and my buddy Matt got all the resin. I think by what, Tuesday, Matt?
Probably.
I think next Saturday, I should be close to finished. I would bet. I'll be sitting there holding my Lotus 38 in my hands. It won't be painted.
Better be.
Well, I'm waiting. Some changes.
I have been kicking and screaming at him. Ooh.
Okay, Matt, show the parts that you're sending me.
Yeah,
there's the tires.
This is something I'm super proud of.
Squishy. Look at
squishy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the front tire.
There you go.
The back tire is meaty looking. Yeah, that tread turned out nice. Squishy. That's resin.
Yeah, it's hard to see the tread on the screen, but yeah.
And then I got here. This is like this is not going to be the production
I hooked
one.
Matt up with the Hollywood.
The Hollywood Supply House, and there's the
monocoque. We redid the body so you could paint it as one piece.
Can't really. It's all washed out. Too bad.
Yeah, it's washing out, Matt. Yeah,
but you know this one isn't really
where you
pretty.
Could paint it as one piece.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all one piece.
Okay, but you can't tell. But it's
but this is just the test one.
What we did was we made it to where you're not gluing the top on it because that isn't how the car was made.
Yeah,
it was made as one monocoque and bolted together.
Here.
So now when you start, you'll paint that green, and that piece in the back there's a support you cut out.
Yeah, this right.
Yeah, but You'll paint that green
And then there-
before you start. Then you put your shelf at the bottom. Yeah, nice.
So
Yeah,
mine is the print. I'm holding it up.
Jim has it.
It's a little
And then
And
easier
you'll
to
paint that green before you
grade
start. Then you
than matte, but
Yep, we got that rolling. Get that out to you.
yeah.
And
But yeah. Well, what would happen is we split it apart. We didn't like it, so we had to we re-engineered how it was going to pull. So we lost another couple weeks there. But the reality is, all the metal is here. It's done. Just waiting. Matt's going to fire that off, and I'm just gonna build one, test fit build. So you guys next week should see how far I get. And
shouldn't be too hard.
I think in the next 2 weeks it should be up for sale. Yeah, the guys got the mold. The molds are all done, so we could actually probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks start delivering these things.
Oh,
by
yeah.
the time we green light it. They'll probably
Yeah,
sell out pretty quick. I'm guessing they're not cheap though; they're expensive.
I just gotta do the cleanup on the new master that Monica can make the actual production mold, and it's ready to rock. Everything else,
Yeah,
looks
mine's
good.
going to be the rougher one. But you ain't gonna be able to tell. And then, yeah, I'm excited. I've always wanted. I built that car. I don't know how many of those IMCs. It was IMC originally that I built, and they were terrible. I mean, terrible compared to what's happening today. Back then, oh man, I loved them. But no, these are really cool. And then, yeah, that's going to be one of my favorites. That's going to definitely. I'm gonna shoot it. Have mine ready and just wait for the details to show. Yeah, them tires. Look, I hooked you up with really Hollywood. Pleased. Now Matt's dealing with the guys in Hollywood that make all the special effects stuff, and it's amazing what they do in resins and stuff. Huh?
I have been waiting for a flexible resin, rubber-like resin like that. All the other ones I tried were terrible, and you sent that one to me from Seal Pack, and it was just like, oh, I've been waiting for this for decades. They come out so nice. They, they set up. I can demold a lot faster than the old stuff, and I've been able to get them to gas out. Like there's no flaws in those 4 tires, man. When I really get rolling on those, I think I'm going to have a really good yield on the tires. That was the part I was the most nervous in this whole project were tires.
Are those tests or are those the new ones I sent you?
No, those are the first ones.
Okay.
I haven't gotten the new ones yet.
Okay.
And so the new ones have
to tighten it up on the rim.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger bead, right?
Yep.
But I'm going to build it with those. We're talking thousands here.
They're going to work nice. I mean, they turned out nice. But those were like the first molds I made, the first tires we had.
So if you plan on buying the car, the only thing I do have to get, I got to get some orange wire. We haven't ordered it yet, but I'll just get some from Art Lasky. Art, if you're listening, when you wake up, if you do listen, I need orange wire, about ignition wire, orange.
So, there you go.
So get me some. You might already have it. But yeah, because Jim has it to where it's going to come with the orange ignition wire. It's going to come with the photo etch and, the ribbon seat belts. It's going to be really cool. The bezels around the gauges are going to all be photo etched, and I think that's part of the steering wheel is photo etched. It's really going to be a cool car, but definitely you're going to need drill bits. So make sure you got a fresh set of drill bits. I don't know if you guys have Harbor Freight nationwide, but they do have those little pin drill bits. They sell pretty cheap. And they also have that metric set. I don't know if you ever bought that, Matt, that goes into your, pin thing. That the cheapest can be. You can get a whole. I bought like 2 or 3 sets, I think, when I went.
Oh,
but you're gonna want to have some good drill bits, because you got to drill your holes. And the next parts, I'll tell you, the hardest part of this whole program is going to be the instructions, because you got to call out every drill bit. That's the next part we'll be getting on. I think Jim's already started.
Keith Townsend, will be a 1/20th scale on that Lotus. Most of the time when we do something, we'll do it to whatever the convention is, and the convention for the IndyCars and the stuff like that, the open wheels, pretty much starts at the 1/20th. So we just keep our stuff so it fits with everything else, so that when you put it on your shelf, it'll fit in, like the 1/24th scale for the 80s cars and the 1/25th scale in the 70s cars. That was just the convention. And actually, I did one for Matt. I printed him out when we did he did a video on the scale difference, and a 1/25th scale. What was it? The Lamont. And he put it up against a 1/24th scale, and it's really pretty dramatic. There was a real smart move on their part to change that scale on the 80s cars, because the cars got smaller, and to put those right next to your 1970s cars, they looked like you were getting cheated on your money.
Yeah.
So it was what, almost 3/8 of an inch difference.
Yeah, it was incredibly different. Yeah, that video was it's still a pretty popular video, because that's something a lot of people always ask about. 24th and 25th scale and the differences between the two. Is it that much? And in some cases, it's that much, as you can see. And that's what was cool about sending me that 3D printed one. Is it was
that's
basically
I never understood.
What's that?
I never understood when AMT and Monogram came out with the Indy cars, and they went 24th and 25th, because they already established, Hashigawa and Tamiya and all them already have established 1/20th, 1/12th, right? And Hashigawa and them came out with the 1/24th. They bombed, remember? And then Revell came out with some 1/24th Formula One. They bombed. So the scale for open wheel is 1/20th and 1/12th.
Well, the people that are buying
those are the two.
That's what they love about them.
What's going to be cool is you got the 2 Joseph cars, you got the Polo car, and now you got the Jimmy Clark car. You'll have four Indy 500 winners. Pretty cool. And then we got Castroneves coming out by the end of the year, so you'll be able to start your collection of 5 Indy 500 winners. And if the multimedia kit goes, we'll just keep making a bunch of different ones from the different years.
And heck, that
Rick, Michael Sullivan says it's like being a kid when your army men tower over your plastic tanks.
Yeah. No, it was right. To me, it got it right. I mean, I don't know, in the 70s, I don't know who thought of the 1/20th, but it was 1/12th originally, from the Japanese companies.
Oh yeah, those were
when they were doing open wheel, they were doing 1/12th, but then they were too big, But 1/25th, to me, it never made an open wheel 1/25th. So they figured it out that okay, that's too big. 1/20th will work. And size wise, it comes out right. But they never made a one. Hashigawa, Revell, and a couple others tried the 1/24th, and they bombed. And that's why I just never understood when they came out with the Renards, the Lolas, and so forth, why Monogram went 1/25th. It just didn't make sense.
That's what they were known for. They, and they still
I
had
seen
to
a
change
comment
the
there. Yes,
box.
140. The original was 143rd, by the way. That was the original scale. You know, the white metal 143rds. I remember building those. But yeah, but the 120th came out with the Tyrrell 6-wheel. They released that one. They released the Lotus 78, the McLaren M23, and there was one more. I can't remember. Oh, the T3 Ferrari and the Brabham BT46. And that just kind of, it was off and running then. And everybody came out with 124th right after that, and they bombed. And then everybody jumped to 120th, you know, Hashigawa and so forth. And now there's just massive.
And Tamiya continues on
120th. And then when Tamiya did the Snap, well, that Snap T93 Lola, you know, when Mansell won the championship, and you know, you get Mario and Bozell, those were massive. I did one of those right after my Joseph car. They look great. I got them sitting there together. I still haven't finished my second Joseph car yet.
Oh, really?
I got to, you know, the motivation level on it, I got to do it, but well, it's the exact car. I want to kind of do one in between, you know. I think after Pillow, I'll do the Joseph car.
I got
the Pillow car looked good. We were sitting there figuring it out. The clip. Go ahead, Matt.
Rick, what?
No, you go ahead and finish, Rick.
Oh.
I think we got a delay.
Oh yeah, no, I said yeah, I know that it's like cell phones when they first came out. How you just talk on top of each other. But yeah, we'll have 4 Indy winners here real quick. So that's going to be kind of a cool thing. And I can't wait to do all my Indy winners and get them on my shelf. And I feel a lot of people building them. They're the IndyCar really great job on that one, Jim.
I'm here.
I seen one guy was we lost Matt there for a second. He'll be
there
back.
we go. I'm back.
Was sitting there? He had Bondo going,
so he could pick his nose for a minute,
or something.
Well, there was a diecast guy building one of the 20th scale cars, and he never realized about injector pins, right? So underneath the thing, he's got putty. He's going, oh, this got putty everywhere. And some model builder piped in and go, join the club or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, they don't realize you got injector pins in model cars, you know. And he was puttying the ones, Matt, like on the inside of the monocoques, and you know,
really?
The ones you would never see in a million years. Yeah. It was actually pretty funny. But he looked like he was doing a great job, I'll tell you. And he did listen to my tips on the deflectors. He glued those on and then putty those up. Technically, you shouldn't putty them up, but they look better, I think.
Yeah.
They are a separate piece. They screw it on. They have those little Zeus fasteners.
Right.
But yeah, NASCAR this week. We got MotoGP and NASCAR. It's going to be and NASCAR's again's on Prime. Now I see advertises for 6 races on TBS. Is that right?
Really?
That's what I've been watching. Yeah, the tennis is on TNT. Sorry, TNT maybe. Let me look. I don't have my controller.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's one of those stations. But I think it's TBS or TNT. I think TNT. Yeah. That there's going to be races on there for a while. 5 races. Dale Jr. was doing the ad for it.
I didn't know that TNT was still around because
About everything.
WC
Might be
Bailey.
TBS. I can't tell.
It's WC Bailey said TNT. So
Okay.
TNT. It's
I
dynamite.
know
TNT.
that had to happen. It had to happen.
But yeah, jumping around. I don't mind them jumping around. I watch it. I'll watch it anyways. The Paramount, is it Paramount or no Prime?
Prime.
Yeah.
That was kind of a stretch because
Yes.
if Marco didn't walk in my room and set me up, I wouldn't be watching the races right now. So
Yeah,
left out a lot of us old timers.
it did.
That because I think guys like us at our age have signed up for the that kind of stuff, and then we don't know how to cancel it. So we're sitting here paying for some damn thing for 4 years that we're not watching anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're really leery about signing up.
Sometimes it's hard to get off them, but also already we in this household we have so many streaming services that we just can't. We couldn't add another one. But then I found out actually we do have it. I'm like you, Rick. It's not in my room, so I missed the races thinking we didn't have Prime, and I actually did have it in here in other rooms. So
that's
well, I didn't know I had it.
It's still kind of out there. It's not the regular streaming. And it's funny. We're talking where the cable is just everybody's got cable, and we're complaining about some of the streaming, but there are probably some here that still just have regular broadcast rabbit ears, not even cable, so they miss a lot of stuff. So
yeah, I've always been one of those guys. I stopped using cable.
Well, it's a large portion of America.
What is so cool.
I've been on satellite for years, but
one of the things that's cool about this show being that we've got people from all over the place. Sarah Jane says she won't be here next week. She's going to be at Le Mans.
Man,
that's awesome. Sarah, you're going to have to.
My buddy Mike.
We'll post them.
That rebuilds our slot car motors. He'll be there too.
Cool. Hey, are you guys ready to see a little bit of a video on what's going on with the funny car? So let me bring that in and where are we? Oh, come on. It was working before. Give me a minute. Maybe I need to unplug the USB and plug it back in.
Spoiler alert. Looks like that.
I think I saved it my desktop. I'll find it in a second.
Well, spoiler alert. Coco Gauff, the American little girl, looks like she's going to win the first set of the French Open.
Well, that's
beating the #1 player. Wow. USA. I don't know how many French guys we got on here, but I know the other girl. I don't know where she's from. She might be from like Russia or something. She's a hell of a player. Sabalenka. She's that would be a huge feat if the Coco Gauff beat her, because this girl hits the ball. You know what's funny is I always watched tennis from McEnroe and that going forward, just because the excitement that he created, but never really watched women's tennis until the Williams sisters came along and just changed the game to where, the power they brought, and they really changed the women's game to where it's actually fun to watch. Actually, I even seen a few clips of of what's that basketball girl? I don't know. That's getting on Sports Center. Oh, I forget her name now.
Name off the top of my head.
Yeah, but the women's game looks actually better because it looks, they shoot more. They don't. It's not. They're not so oversized for the court.
Right.
You look at a professional game now. It looks like they're playing in my bedroom. But yeah, not a big NFL fan. Not a big any of that. Caitlin Clark. There, just
I don't
came
pay
up.
attention much to
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark
making some money. I haven't watched the game. I've watched commercials and that kind of stuff, in some YouTube videos, show them pushing and shoving and shooting and.
Okay,
if it ain't racing, here we go.
Sorry,
take it away, Jam.
It didn't have the proper name on the file, so here we go.
All righty.
It should say Santa Claus.
Well, howdy, folks. It is Saturday morning, just a little bit before the show. I hope the audio is coming through okay. I'm monkeying with it. I've even got a seat from my chair to try to keep a little bit of the ring back of echo of the microphone, but we'll see how this goes till I get this all set up. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit of updates on what I've been working on for the funny car. So let's just get into it. So lately I have been working on the engine, and before people start ragging on me and complaining that this isn't right, that isn't right, this is just in the beginning stages, guys. I still have to run pictures by the good folks at Ron Caps and make sure everything's right. So here we go. We've got that big block engine, and what you see in different colors are different parts and pieces that will be done separately, most likely. What you're looking at, the belt and the pulleys, those are one piece, but I would expect we're going to be shooting these all. The metallic parts are going to be on a metallic tree. The black parts will probably be on a black tree because we're going to have a good number of those. There we go from the front. Okay, there's going to be a single piece, or at least the way I've got it designed right now. The single piece is going to have the distributors, the oil cleaner, and that whole front cover water, if we want to call it the water pump, whatever side, the pulley side. That's going to be a single piece. The heads will be the heads and valve covers are going to be parts themselves. One part that does the head and the valve cover makes it a little bit easier. Let's see what else. The blower. You can probably see it a little bit. The blower is going to be a multiple parts. The blower itself has a front, a body, and a back. The scoop is going to be a top, a bottom, and the face. Excuse me. So you can see a little bit better there. Then we're going to have that fuel pump that sticks out from the front. That is going to be a single piece thing. I'm debating whether I'm going to include the fuel lines that go from the pump up to the butterfly, the valve that's on the butterfly. So there you can see those. And here's what I've got so far on the assembly of the frame. There may be some adjustments I may need to make on some of the shapes of the frame. Once again, I got to show these pictures, and that's why I've done these renderings, to show them to Ron Caps people. They can look them over and catch me on any mistakes that I make. So if there's things that are wrong here, I don't want to hear from it. I don't want to hear from you guys. Don't complain. It will be right by the time it hits production. I'm going to let the pros tell me what's right and wrong. There we go with that. And another view from the other side. And remember, there's give and takes on stuff. Like there may be some certain things that I have to do just to be able to make them moldable. That we've got to got to fudge on some stuff because it has to come out of a mold. But I'm going to try to get all the details that I can into these, so that the average builder can take this, build this. They're happy with it. It goes together easily, and it's got all the details that they want. You guys that are going to go crazy, I would expect that some of you guys will trash this motor and buy printed parts. And that's okay. We want you guys to be able to go nuts on all of the stuff that we create. So there's a little bit of look of a rendering of the body on there. Not correct color. That's okay. Right now, it looks like it's going to open up, no problem. It's not going to hit the intake. That is one of my big concerns, is that things function and I don't have to change anything. In fact, I can't change anything with things about that intake scoop and the hole in the hood, right, guys? And there's a look from the inside of the mouth of the beast. So there you go. There's a few things. There's a few things so you can see how the build is coming, how it's going to look. I don't have a date for you when I'm going to finish, and I don't have a date for you when this is going to see production, but in the near future. So that's all we got. I'll get back to the body of the show momentarily.
I thought that was funny, Jim. The comments are funny.
What's that?
Whereas they were saying, don't tell people to stop complaining. That's what the internet's for. The internet's for everyone to complain.
If you guys want to complain, the guy in the center, complain to him, not me.
Hey, complain. I don't care. In fact, I think it's amusing.
They don't complain to you. They eviscerate the guy in the little barn. So if you got complaints, the guy in the middle there.
I'll laugh at the funny ones, and that's what the internet is. Just go on anything, any subject, everyone has a better idea. There is nothing perfect you've ever done in your life.
Yep.
I play guitar my whole life.
Eric Kress, it will be Ron Cap's primary livery Napa funny car.
No, it's not. Take that back. Jim, stop. You don't know what it's going to be. It's not going to be his primary. They're going to do one of his offshoots first.
Oh, okay. It's going to be Ron Cap's car. How's that? We'll just say it's going to be Ron Cap's
what Ron Cap's wants.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be what Napa decides.
I'm the company mushroom. I'm kept in the dark. And you know what? He feeds me.
Well, I mean, we're going to end up making multiples of Ron Caps. So
yes,
his normal car will show up. I don't know if it'll be the 26, probably the 26. Then of course those snake cars they have planned. You know, they had the Army Napa Snake, and then they had the Hot Wheels Napa Snake. So Napa's going to decide because they're definitely involved and they're buying a lot of them. So we're definitely going to do whatever they want to do. In fact, I don't even know. I mean, they'll be available to our customers. I don't know if they'll be out in the market. They might only be through us and through Napa. So I don't know if the hobby stores will get them or not. We're talking about that right now. They'll be available at the racetracks. They'll be available through Legends.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be available through Ron Caps.
There's more Napa stores around than there are hobby stores.
all the Napa stores.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
There's way more Napa stores. There's Napa has affiliates. I think it's I want to say 12,000, 17,000. Actual Napa stores, 6,500 in the U.S., something like that. And yeah, they have a lot of stores. And yeah, I seen Eric. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Club members first. I'll take that back, Eric.
Yeah.
Club members first, then Napa. Then us.
Oh,
Club members get everything first. But,
If
yeah, join the club if you can.
If Napa says we want all of the paint schemes, we'll be saying, how many of them do you want? If they want all of his paint schemes,
well,
and they want thousands of all of them,
they do
we'll be more than happy.
absolutely.
Yeah, they want to do the tool card too. They got that new tool. They got the new tool, so they want the tool car. But
nice.
Yeah, the club. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but yeah, but they want to do all that stuff. But yeah, no, it's going to be a cool car. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be 2026. There's no way the molds are going to get cut before the end of the year. Yeah. Not a chance. I'd say first quarter, second quarter next year. It takes that long to make a kit, guys.
Yeah,
you
takes
know?
time.
And another thing, I'm looking at the monogram funny car, and I'm using that for some reference on a lot of the stuff. And Rick, when they made that, they made the chassis as a single piece frame with like they would a body, because it had a core, and then it had a bottom, and then it had top or side slides. And ours, the way I've got it designed is there a right half and a left half. And Rick and I haven't had a chance to talk about, because the carbon fiber panels that they have on the sides, do we want to make those as separate parts, or do we want to make those as part of the frame? I know that there's guys that are going to there's a handful of guys that are going to want the frame,
I'll
so that they
that right on the air, part of the frame.
Yeah, that to me, that it is the easiest for us. And what
we spun there for a second.
Where we are really going to be working on a low number of parts trees, and when I have to make those are some large pieces that take up parts on the tree. So it will, if we make them part of the frame, it will buy me room to make some other parts we can add on. So that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, everything's going to be combined. Everything's going to be combined that can be combined. It has to be built for Napa. That's what we're doing this car for.
Yep.
So, no, it's not going to be a next gen car. You know, where Jim piled in. I can't even make a box big enough to put your crap in. You know. But yeah. No, it's going to be more. You know, it's not going to be a difficult kit to build. It's going to be very easy.
Do you have any sort of price point idea on this?
Yeah, a lot of combined parts when possible. No, I don't know. Okay. It's saying, I don't know, same price as all the other kits, I guess. I don't know. I mean, we don't save money by leaving off 150 parts. You don't save money. The decals, where your cost isn't in the number of trees. Your cost is in the licensing, the decals, all that crap. The body mold, that's where there's a fortune. You know, the only reason we're making it more simplistic is because where it's going. It's based around selling to fans and selling to Napa customers. And good luck with the decals, putting them on. If anything, we should put a bottle of microsol in each box, right? I was reading some old Tamiya instructions. This is before it is before Solvset came out, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Solvset was the first melting decal stuff. And the instructions tell you this, Matt. Slide the decals on, and really, detailed how to slide them off the paper, right?
I
and
remember
it said
that.
to get a hot towel and press on them. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God. Talk about cracking decals. That's it.
Yeah.
But there was no solutions yet. And then, actually there was. Solvset came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Solvset is made by that company that came from the train industry. You know that?
Yeah.
The model train industry. We've gotten so much stuff from model trains. All of our original fittings were, screws and stuff for model trains. And the model train industry, the one that does the brass screws are the ones that do Solvset. And
right.
I'll tell you, that stuff was it's not as potent as it used to be, but it's still more potent than all the other brands out there. You got to really watch. Use water.
You know it when you open that bottle. You know it when you open that bottle.
It's
yeah, Matt.
Depends on what decals you have.
Green bottle.
There's
green bottle.
Yeah, that was the best ever, Matt.
Yeah,
that was the best ever when you use the extra thin for your decal solution.
And vice versa. I've done
that was pretty funny.
Whoops.
But yeah, anyways, the train guys, man, they're miles ahead. The train guys have been around a while. So
oh heck yeah.
They're definitely what I lucked out was I had Hobby City. I don't know if you remember that. It's over by Knott's Berry Farm on Beach Boulevard in Buena Park. And right next door to our model car shop was the first model car shop we had, was the little train depot. And so they had all that, that decals that Microscale would make, them numbers and those stripes and so forth, and all the little screws, and because they had to, use little tiny screws to put those trains together. So you could buy all that stuff. And then also Knott's Berry Farm that's when it was free to get into Knott's Berry Farm. And Knott's Berry Farm had the train depot there, and they sold model kits there as well.
Ancient history.
I was really lucky. Well, I was really lucky because that was the first that Hobby City, that was the first place that I ever went that a guy piped a car. The guy Bosco ended up owning it, and he got all of the fittings. He used the screws and stuff out of the train shop, and they already had back then, Matt, they had the braided line.
Yeah.
In the train. I don't know what the hell they used it for. They might have used it to lay down on the tracks. I don't know what the hell they had it for.
I think it was used for electrical.
He figured it out.
I know that. We had here in Phoenix for a long time a couple of really, really good trains, just model train stores. And I would go to those all the time and buy up train detail supplies and stuff that crossed over, that would look like something in a car. And I use a lot of train stuff on cars. And you find a lot of cool stuff. Man, they were light years ahead of all the other modeling when it came to detail supplies, and the companies that made detail supplies for and decals, all this stuff. There was such cool stuff you could find at a train store. Still can if there's any around.
Yeah, we still have some. Yeah, the train stores and stuff, and especially like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Ohio, New York. They're all still strong trains. I mean, those are great areas, and we sell to several of the train / hobby shops. They've kind of combined now to where, and it's kind of unique. Like the hobby shops out here are more RC than some models, whereas you go to like Ohio, Pennsylvania, kind of that, that area, and you got a lot of train hobby stores, you know?
Yeah.
And but trains are, I mean, gosh, the houses, I mean, I was looking up road stuff for a diorama I'm doing, Matt. There's 10, 15 different companies where you can paint asphalt, or you can buy sheets of asphalt, or, you know, it's just,
I've gotten that stuff
they have is insane. I mean, they have it where you paint and then you put like a gravelly stuff in it and you paint it. I mean, these guys are so
there's a lot to learn from
detail oriented. I mean, it's really, if you ever get a chance, look up some of the train stuff. Yeah, some great stuff. But anyways, that's an hour, guys.
That's
who
an
you
hour,
got, Matt. We're up riding the rim, so I know who you got.
It's going to be Kyle. I'm taking it first.
Who do you got, Matt? I know you got.
I'll take it second. You know, I'm always rooting for Kyle. That's
Go ahead, Matt. You get him. It's Michigan. It's a it's a rim ride, so we'll give you Kyle this week.
Okay, thank you.
Because he's going to ride the rim.
Well,
who you got, Jim? I'll go last. Go ahead.
Joseph and or actually that's Jose and Douglas are saying that Josh Berry is up at the top.
Hey, he's looking good.
So that's
I've
that's
heard that.
cool. That's cool. Is it a white car? Guys are asking, when are you going to do a white Ford? I don't know.
Douglas,
I don't know.
Mitchell, you think Gibbs is going to win? You're dreaming.
I don't really have dogs in the fight, guys. I just want to
tell you what.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll give you 3 guys that are going to win: Kyle Larson, William Byron, and Tyler Reddick. Those are the best 3 rim riders, right?
Yeah.
Those are the best 3 around the top. So I'll go with the best 3 around the top.
Well, speaking of
Danny Hamlin too can do it.
Yeah. Speaking of a white Ford, is you guys see that throwback Wood Brothers car? They're doing it like they're painting it like Cal's Mercury from '69. That's a white one with you just need to do the top red, and then it's got a red pinstripe around the side. It's a white car. I'm not sure what race they're going to be running.
Yeah, we're going to do the Josh Berry. Yeah, we were going to do the winning car, which would have been a red decal on the top, but and we might still do it. I mean, it's in the list of things to do. The Josh Berry winner, which is the traditional Wood Brother paint scheme, which would be white. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see.
Go. Yeah, it's.
You know what? When we run out of Joey Logano,
never-ending list.
Green car, we'll worry about
it. there is a never-ending list of kits and cars and stuff that we do, but want to do. It's just how many can we? So, all right, kids. Well, y'all have a good rest of the weekend. We will.
Where do we got?
Yana?
Did they have qualifying? Did they have qualifying already?
It's on right now.
Did they have qualifying already?
They're doing it right now.
Oh, well, see, my problem is it's in one room I have to go to. Yeah, that's why I don't like this Prime thing. No, I end up watching it tonight. Because it's it's in the other room.
Thank goodness for YouTube.
Whatever. NASCAR's got to make money, and we should be thankful we don't get 10 minutes worth of a race on, between figure skating and arm wrestling.
Yeah.
So
it ain't the 70s.
We always want more. Remember, that's what the internet's for. Put all your complaints right here and like Like and follow this video, guys. And
That's
put
it. Hey,
all
Matt,
your complaints right down here, and we won't read any of them.
Yep.
Matt, what is Bruce's podcast on Thursday night?
Oh, AMC, American Modeling. I'm sorry, Bruce. Say it, Bruce. It's American Modeling on Thursday nights.
Anyway, he asked me if I could do it Thursday. So I will probably be joining those boys on Thursday night and just extending the bovine effluence. So, kids, have a good weekend. We'll be back here next Saturday. Club members, we will see you guys Tuesday night. And now for the thundering hoofbeats of Miss Mia as we get out of here. Talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend.